Morning. It's December the 7th, and what we have here is some purple sugar cane that we purchased online. And what we're going to do is try to root this sugar cane in these cups with a little bit of water in each cup uh, inside our home, because it's winter time and we don't want to just try to bury this piece of sugar cane in a pot outside and leave it outside. So what I'm going to do is attempt to cut these in sections where these little nodes are and just stick them in the water. I've watched several different videos. There's videos that say you can take this piece of sugar cane and moisten a newspaper or paper towel and wrap it around there and put it in a Ziploc baggie, and it will root out the side of the sugar cane. And then I've seen some videos where they just plant the whole stick in a pot and then they root, and then they cut them up in sections and plant them in their root, and then they cut them up into sections and place them in water and they root. So we're going to go with that because I can set this little container, this little pan with 6 cups of water and my 6 pieces of sugar cane inside on my dryer by a window, a south-facing window on our house, and it can get some sunlight all through the winter. And hopefully, Lord willing, we'll get some roots on these things, and as soon as they root, we'll get them in some soil, if they root. This method is the method that Deep South Homestead, Danny from Deep South Homestead uses. He's got a video on YouTube, 3 ways to root sugarcane. I believe that's what it is. And you can check his video out. It's very informative. So what we're going to do, if you'll look at this sugarcane, you'll see a node right here. That's where your sugarcane plant comes out. And then on the opposite side, you'll see another node. And then the opposite side, you'll see another node. And then another node. And they're opposites each other. So what I'm going to do is take this into the garage and cut it in little pieces, little sections, just like this. And then we'll stick these little pieces down in those cups of water, and we'll see if with maybe 6 to 8 weeks we can get some roots on there. So let me pause the video and I'll go cut these pieces in sections. Okay, we're back. And you can see here how this node is facing up. So that's the way the stalk's going to come out of the side, the little shoot, and start growing up. So we're just going to stick this in some water, and you'll see on this, if it's picking it up, this little ridge here, all the way around. That's where your roots come out, right underneath the node. So we're going to stick this in some water. I'm just going to drop it down in the plant. Now it's submerged, so we're just going to pour a little bit of water out of there because I don't want to rot this thing off. And I'm just going to put enough water. It's about, well, let me do it like this. You can kind of see down in there. We're not submerging the whole piece of stalk. We're actually only putting about a, let me see if I can get the camera. You see that? And I'll just keep a check on this guy and make sure that the water stays at that level. I don't want to submerge the whole thing because I'm fearful of rotting it. I might even add just a little more water, but these things should root by what his video's showing. They root. They root right under the node. The roots will come out on the side here. And once that happens, we're just going to simply plant this guy. That's about it on that. And hopefully, I'm thinking, with it being inside, we keep our home at between 65 and 70 degrees. Hopefully within 6 to 8 weeks, maybe sooner, we'll have some roots come off of these things. Drop another one down in there. See that? And let me pour some of that water out. And there we go. In 6 to 8 weeks, we should have some root development. And as soon as I see root development on these things, I'm going to take them out of the water, and I'm going to plant them with the node pointing up. And we probably will only plant them, right at the depth of the node. And I'm just going to use some potting mix, a brand new bag of potting mix, because I'm bringing that in my house, and I don't want to use any garden soil because I don't want any pests crawling around in my house right out of the soil. But we'll use some potting mix if these things root, and we'll keep an updated video and show you in the future if they make it or not. I may even just hold off on this stick for a few weeks and see if these things root. If they do rot, then I'll have another stick that I can get 2 nodes off of. But that's what we're going to do to root our sugarcane, or to attempt to get our sugarcane rooted. Like I say, this is our first year growing sugarcane, or this is the first sugarcane we've ever tried to grow. So we're going to try to get this stuff rooted. And with any luck and the Lord's help, we'll get some roots coming out of this stuff, and we can go ahead and get it planted. Hopefully before spring gets here, and that'll give it a good jump on it growing. We're going to try to grow it in a container, because I don't really have a place yet figured out where I want to put this stuff. But that's how we're going to do it. There's multiple ways of doing it. You can try whatever you want to try. There's probably better methods, but I trust Danny from Deep South Homestead, and I'll show you. He actually uses a seed starter tray, but I don't have one of those. I am going to take and lay a piece of plastic over the top of these things to try to help them stay a little warmer and keep a little humidity in there. But that's how we're going to do it, and we're going to see what happens. We'll keep you updated. Thanks for watching.